I'm running for City Council Second Ward because I think I can make a difference in the Second Ward, and I think I can represent the working people and working families of the Second Ward. I am myself a worker at the University of Missouri, and it is now, I'm at a time in my life now that I have time to take on this task. As far as qualifications go, I was on the Democratic Central Committee here in Columbia for 7 years, which gave me some insight into procedural runnings of government, and I would like to work on issues at the city level. As far as qualifications, I've been a construction worker, a restaurant worker, and now I'm a maintenance man. I think that gives me the hard work ethic that is required for being on City Council. I think the biggest issue for the Second Ward is one of the biggest issues in America in general, which is affordable housing. And I'd like to look at ways that we can build more affordable housing and just more housing in general that will lower the price for working families and first-time home buyers across the city. That's what that looks like is working with the Columbia Land Trust to secure land that developers can then develop at an affordable price, looking into government funding such as HUD, and there are some other funding programs that the government can issue that will help with affordable housing. And it's also building sustainable housing, okay? That's energy efficient housing. That's gonna lower the cost of utilities for the renters and last over time. So I think the new police chief is doing a good job on this. I think they're headed in the right direction. So one of the ideas was that we have to start increasing pay for incoming officers, but we also have to pay our existing officers more. We have to think about wage compression, which is a big issue. And we have to start to fund the pension more. I think right now it's funded at 50%. Most cities like to see that up around 80%. Well, ever since the pandemic and before, the building of new housing has kind of stagnated, right? There just hasn't been a whole bunch of units going onto the market, which has led to people staying in their houses for longer. And those houses that first-time home buyers would move out of, and then your next first-time home buyers would move into, those are becoming less and less. We're seeing the median price of a new home in Columbia go for around $3,000, where the median income in Columbia is around $59,000. So this is just not sustainable, and we're pricing people out of becoming a first-time home buyer. I think the city is doing better. We're finally bringing back curbside recycling. That is a step in the right direction. I would like to see us implement a roll cart recycling to go along with our trash. As far as the recycling processing plant, I think it needs to be updated. From what I understand, it's about 20 years old, and yeah, I think it needs to be updated to better serve the growing recycling that we're seeing throughout the city.